You guys want one more update on the Texas license to carry instructors going against constitutional carry? Well, let's go ahead and talk about that. This should be the last update. We'll be right back and let's dig deeper. Hello, people of the interwebs. My name is John Crump. I'm an investigative journalist with Amaland News. I bring you the latest and greatest news dealing with 2A. I keep an eye on the ATF, FBI, and all the other organizations that are out there that wants to violate your constitutional right to bear arms. I also keep an eye on the industry to make sure they're not trying to screw you over. I'm a gun rights activist with Gun Owners of America. I'm currently serving as their Virginia State Director, and I keep an eye on the Commonwealth and beyond. All right, let's go ahead and talk about today's story. I've been covering a lot about Texas, and specifically some licensed to carry instructors in the Lone Star State that do not want to see constitutional carry pass. Constitutional carry has passed the House, and it's on the way to the Senate. And a guy named Raul Comancho, who is a former board member of Texas Gun Sense, before he realized that it was an anti-gun group. I don't know how you get on a board of an organization not realizing that it's an anti-gun group if you're pro-gun. Just doesn't really make any sense to me, but who knows? I'm not going to argue with him. But I did talk to him, and we're going to cover that. I also talked to a bunch of other instructors. From what I can tell, a lot of the instructors listed on the list either got cold feet, according to Mr. Comancho, or they never really signed on to the letter and somehow their name just got put on there. There's a new letter that's going to be going out to the Texas Senate, and a bunch of the names are going to be removed, and a bunch of other people are requesting their names be removed. A lot of the people claim that they were tricked into signing it, or they never responded at all, or any number of things, but their names got on the list. Mr. Comancho told me directly that he thinks the instructors got cold feet and were not prepared for the backlash that the public was going to give them for pitting their financials above the rights of their fellow Texans. I paraphrase there. He didn't say about the financials pinning above the rights of his fellow Texans, but that's basically what they did. So I'm going to put that in there myself. All right. So is Mr. Comancho lying, or is the other people lying? I'm not sure who's lying, but I can tell you that the number of people that spoke out against us and had similar stories of not responding or being tricked into responding is pretty much about a third of the list, which is insane if they're all just got cold feet and decided to bail on this. So I don't know. I asked Mr. Comancho for proof that these people actually did sign on to the letter, in which he stopped responding to me at all. So I don't know. He's invited on the podcast. I don't know if it's going to be coming on the podcast or what, but we will see shortly if he responds or not. If he does respond, I will let you know. I've had other people wanting me to take their name off the list, and my response to them is basically, if you want your name off the list, contact him, and when the new version goes out and I post a new one and your name's not on the list, we'll go from there. But I'm not removing anyone's name. I'll note that you say you didn't sign it. That's fine. But a lot of the people did sign it and are on there. I did have a guy, LTC Instructor, who signed on to the list come on a interview with me, as you can find on this channel. And honestly, I think he was just a FUD. He spoke of common sense and how it's common sense that crime and everything else is going to go up in Texas if they get rid of license to carry, and it's common sense and common sense. And when you hit him with facts and statistics and the actual hard numbers about the other 18 states, there's actually 20 states of constitutional carry, but there's only 18 active. The other two go into effect July 1st. And when you hit him with those numbers and the actual numbers, he basically said he doesn't believe in numbers. He believes in anecdotal evidence only, which is exactly the wrong way you should be looking at things. But, you know, what can I do? Old people are going to be old, I guess. Boomers going to boom, I guess the saying should go. He's a nice guy, just not well-reasoned. You know, I guess that's the issue with people who think they know more about situations than what they do. He kept on harping about how he has been teaching for 25 years and everything else like that, and been in the gun world for 25 years. And then I asked him, well, do you know anything about Moms Demand Action? No. Everytown, never heard of them. Gun Owners America, no idea who they are. Those people are. Firearms Policy Coalition. No. Do you know anything about red flag laws? What's red flag laws? Stuff like that, which it was kind of disheartening. He didn't really know a lot about the Constitution. He kept on saying, well, you need a driver's license. And I kept on trying to explain to him, well, driving's not in the Constitution, for one. And then he goes, well, income tax isn't in the Constitution either. And the government charges us income tax, which I'm not really even sure where he was going there, but I had to remind him that it actually is under the 16th Amendment. But I don't know. Nice guy, just not really well-reasoned. And maybe if he will learn a few things, he wouldn't support things like universal background checks and stuff like that. Raul Comancho, on the other hand, I believe that he is an anti-gunner, pretending to be a gunner just to be able to say, hey, look, I'm a gun person and I support all these anti-gun things. And I think that's really unsincere, especially when he tries to say that he quit the board of Texas Gun Sense because he didn't realize that they were anti-gun, which is really, really crazy because, of course, they're anti-gun. They're a gun control organization. Okay, with that said, I guess that's it for today. Just wanted to do a final on this until it comes to the Senate. Then I'll probably do another story on it, even though I want to move on to other stuff. But if you like what I do here and you want to support me and the channel, you can go to crumpy.com or you can go to patreon.com/John Crump. That's patreon.com/John Crump. And go ahead and, sign up. Help me out. All the money goes back into doing what we do best, and that is expose the anti-gunners and help out organizations and projects that expand not only 2A rights, but rights in general, and helps make the world a better place. All right. Also, I have a live channel where I do a lot of live conversations, and I stream probably around 4, 5, 6 times a week, and you guys can check that out. I think it would be really beneficial for you guys to watch some of the people and get some of their reasoning. Sometimes there's people that I agree with, sometimes the people I don't agree with, but you always walk away learning something new. All right, with that said, stay ever vigilant, stay ever free, keep in the fight, and I'm out. Peace be with you. Boom.